people of the internet. Well, you'll remember this stack of books if you have watched my what I'm taking on holiday packing video, but I just wanted to come back and do a what I coloured on holiday. Now, I have never done a what I've coloured this month or my finished pages for May or whatever type of videos, because I don't know, I don't show what I colour really, mainly because I'm sort of fairly new back to colouring again, and I don't think my stuff's that impressive. But I thought some people had actually asked and said, I look forward to seeing what you did when you get back. And I can't believe I'm back and showing you already. So first things first, I didn't colour anything out of these 3 books. Now this one, if you've watched the video, you'll know this wasn't for me, this was for my husband, but he didn't colour out of it. This one why am I just saying that? I thought I did do one in there, but I didn't, which I had a feeling I wouldn't. I should have listened to myself. And strangely, this one that I loved doing before I went away on holiday didn't really enter my consciousness on holiday, and nor did this one. I thought I was going to do this one with like gel hybrid markers, but I didn't. So didn't do any in those, but let's show you what I did do. So first things first, I finished this one. Now I started this was done with the the Flare glitter gel pens, the extreme ones or whatever they're called. Where's the pack? It's here. This is the pack, what they look like, and everyone was buying them for a while because they was cheap. They're not so cheap now. And this was not too enjoyable to do because the gel pens really don't, they take so long to dry, and there were parts of it that are really smeared. I started blending the 2 colours together. I mean, it's glittery alright, but it just, at one point, okay, I was colouring along, doing a bit up here, and a little fly, little like midgy fly thing that you have in summer, flew in, landed and stuck. That's how sticky and wet the gel pens stay. And in the end, the only way I seem to get around, you know, working using them gel pens and not getting frustrated was to colour a bit and blot it off, because otherwise you'd have to colour a bit and it just, yeah, it was a struggle. I didn't enjoy it. And surprisingly, I think it's because they spew out so much ink. The amount of ink that I use, so I used the red and the yellow, the green a little bit, and the black. But you can see, just all I've done with these set of pens is this one mandala, and it's used, well, let's find a colour I haven't used at all so we can compare it. It used that much ink, which I know, you know, gel pens don't last forever, but this isn't a £1 set of gel pens, it's a £4 set of gel pens now. So yeah, I wouldn't buy these again. They are extremely juicy, they are extremely glittery, but they really are, look how bobbly the pages, because how wet they are. It's almost like painting with glitter paint. If you like painting with glitter paint, you'll probably like these. But if you want a gel pen experience, then yeah, not so much. But anyway, I finished that, and I decided I don't like having works in progress. If I start a page, I have to finish it. It's a bit like when you was young and your mum wouldn't let you have a colouring book unless you finished all the pictures in your colouring book, and you couldn't leave the table until you ate all your dinner. That is indoctrinated into me. So if I start one, I have to finish it. So the next one, so I was doing that one first, really getting frustrated the first couple of days of my holiday. Is that the only one I've done in here? No, I've done another one. Ah, yeah, hold on. So I did this one. This one was really interesting actually, because I bought a set of gel pens from Poundland, and we got back to the holiday home that we was renting, and I said I'll just give them a try. Yeah, they're good. And I said to my husband, shall I do a page where I use every single colour in the 10 pack? It's these pens. Every single colour in the 10 pack on one mandala. And he said, yeah, go for it. And I did. And they're more my type of gel pens as opposed to the flares, because they're not so sticky, they're not so wet, they're easy to control, and they have a nice glitter sheen to them, not quite as intense as the link shines or the flares or whatever, but they were just easier to use. So that was just me throwing every colour in the pack of the set of gel pens that I just bought. This one I started using the gel hybrids, the Pentel gel hybrids on it, and to be honest, they're very juicy as well. And I just finished the flare picture, the picture using the flares, and I was like, oh, these are really juicy as well. And I started dabbing them, and I couldn't bear doing another one with really juicy gel pens. And then this one, I actually started this one on the last day, and this is using for the first time in this book alcohol markers, and I'm using the little slim alcohol markers that I reviewed and swatched the other day. And unfortunately I thought I'd put the paper behind, but I'd actually put the paper 2 pages behind, so I'd actually put it here. So look, oh no, it's going through on one of my favourite books. This is actually my favourite mandala book. My husband's come up with a good idea. I'm going to do black and then get lighter and lighter and lighter, so I shall cover that up, so it'll be like a starburst rainbow thing. But yeah, so there's 2 now still in progress in that book. And then next I did some in this book, which is the Jade Summer mandala book. And this was this the no, what I did is I finished this one. This one I had started before we went away on holiday, and the only colours I'd done were the orange and yellow and this dark green, and I started it and I really didn't like the colours, and I was like, oh, but I got to finish anything I started. So when we was on holiday, I thought, right, before I do any more in this book, I've got to finish this one. And really all the rest of it was this blue and this light green, and I really like those colours. I mean, I don't think the colours actually go that well together, but I enjoyed doing the colours at least. I do find in these Jade Summer books that the paper, though it's good for using alcohol markers on, it's so absorbent. It's like drawing on toilet paper a little bit, and it really just sucks in the gel pen, the alcohol marker. And I don't mind that, but you have to be, you know, have to make sure you've not got anything near the line, otherwise you get that bleedy line thing. So, but I finished that one, which I was pleased I finished it, because that meant I could start a new one. And I did this one. Now this one I really liked. It was shades of yellow and oranges, obviously, as you can see. I mean, it's always a bit of a challenge when you've got limited colour pens to do the sort of nuances that they want, with the yellow orange and the orange yellow and then the yellowy red kind of thing. But I think I did it. On some of the colours I didn't have all the colours, so I just like did 2 layers to get the darker colour. So I really enjoyed that one, really liked it. The next one I did was, when it started I thought, oh no, it's going to be yellowy oranges again. What is it about Jade Summer wanting to do yellowy orange ones all the time? And when I got going on it, it wasn't all yellowy oranges. It was yellowy oranges, purples and greens, which is quite vivid, and I really enjoyed doing this one as well. Again, I used alcohol markers, and yeah, so I did finished one and did 2 in that book. So that's all the mandalas I did. Then Colour Questopia. So I showed you that I didn't do anything in the mermaids, I didn't do anything in the chibis, but mainly because I was viewing, you know, my view out the window was the beach. I was really inspired. It's not like I'm doing works of art here, is it? To paint beachy pictures, and I did this one of the 2 little girls going down to the beach. And you can see they've only just got there. It's their first day on holiday because their skin's still very pale. I did a little bit of shading on their buckets, and I really enjoyed it. I think I did this one on the first day we were there. Just set up my little table and started colouring. And someone asked me if I took my slope with me, and I was going to, and I had my slope all downstairs, but my husband bought me a present for our anniversary. It was our wedding anniversary, while we were there, and he said, don't bring your slope, I've bought you a present. And what he's bought me is a fancier version of my slope. It's got legs that pop out, and you can either have it in bed, you can put it on a table and make your table like a draftsman's table, or you can keep the legs folded up. And yeah, so yes, I still had a slope with me because I colour better with a slope. So I did this one. Then I did this one. And this one's quite funny because I did it, and what I would do is after I would get up. I get up a lot earlier than my husband, so I'd get up, watch the sun come up, I'd do a bit of colouring, looking at the, you know, the sun coming up over the sea, and then about 7:30 wake my husband up with breakfast, and then we'd go out and do some stuff for the day. So I did this one really sort of quite early in the morning, and I'd done it, and then I leave them open, and I put it on the sofa to dry, for want of a better word. And when we came back, we went out for the day, and when we came back, the sun, there had been a sort of like a chink of sun hitting the settee while we was out, and it had faded the pens. So look, you see that fade line all the way up the sand, and then the wood of the stick fence is lighter, and then you can see the fade line across there, and then the sky was all this colour and the bird was brown, but all the sky has faded out to like a real light. I mean, it looks like I've done a really fancy ombre effect. I haven't, but yeah, that faded like that in the space of about maybe 2 hours at the most. You can see there's fading here as well, and these bits are not as bright as they were. So yeah, alcohol pens, sunlight, do not mix at all. And then the last one I did, and I did this one on the last day, and this one's quite funny because it's like a sunset. I'm assuming the sun is setting into the sea, and I liked all the flowers, and I liked all this, and I thought to myself, it doesn't look right just having an orange ball in the middle of the blue sky. So I tried to do sort of like a faded, you know, like when you see a sunset and it all fades out. But of course, this just looks like an orange mustard gas cloud. Nuclear bomb has gone off behind the sun, rather than what I was trying to achieve. I don't think these colouring books are really aimed at people trying to sort of go their own way. They're just squares and shapes that you colour in. But I still enjoyed doing it. So, and I did enjoy doing those 3. So it was a good one for the holiday. Then next, my old faithful Fairies in Dreamland. So I had started this picture I did a live stream. It was my first attempt at a live stream, and the camera was upside down, and I just wanted to see how it all worked really, and I painted I think 3 or 4 of these flowers on the live stream, and I had to finish the page. Can't start another one until you finish the one ongoing. So I finished this, and this green used up, finished a Colour Technique pen. I've used this same green to do the vines in every single picture in this book, and I've done in this book. I haven't completed the book, not by a long chalk. I love the way gel pens look in this book. I love the fact that the glitter is subtle. It just looks like a sheen rather than a glitter. So really it's just like using nice coloured pens, And I do the ladies are non-glittery, so everything's glittery apart from the ladies. And then for the ladies I use a Tombow. So this is one of the, it depends, I do all different colours. If they're a light skinned lady, they get one of these. But I've done a blue skin lady. This one started, she's like a lovely cafe au lait colour. And then the next one I started was, yeah, this one's got a blue lady in it. The Avatar Fairy. The next one I started was this. Actually leave that in there so I know it's on the go. And I started doing these yellow ones, and it was late at night actually, the sun had gone down and I couldn't see the little lines, so I left it. So just completed one in that book. And then with my pencils I did a bit of something in bit of colouring in me Joanna Bashford World of Flowers. I finished this page which I'd started. This started off as a pencil test page. I was trying all different pencils, and so it's all a bit unfinished and a bit bitty. What was I trying when I did it? Oh yeah, I was trying a different look, here you can see I was trying Brute Funer's, Prismacolors, Castle Arts. I actually finished it all with Arteza pencils, and quite enjoyed it. This was I haven't finished this side yet, I've got to finish this side. And then the other thing I did was this flower I had basically ruined almost by doing the Are All These Pencils the Same video, because it had just different colours, different blending, and I spent some time making it, fixing it all, just using the Arteza pencils, blending all the colours out. I really like the way it came out. But that's all I did that, because that's my version before, and that was me repairing the flower that I'd used in the testing video. So that's all I did with my pencils, but I did do something. Yeah, and that's it. That's what I did on holiday. So I coloured in 5 books while I was on holiday. I used my gel pens, my alcohol markers and my pencils. Probably used my gel pens the most, I would say. Maybe toss up between the alcohol markers and the gel pens. They are my favourite thing at the moment, but I do love all art supplies at the moment. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you liked this little update. Really should go through this scavenger hunt summer edition and see. I did a sun, I did an umbrella, I did a seashell. Might not be the actual ones that I picked in the video, but yeah, I've done some. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Your time and attention is always appreciated. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye.